So what I'd want to do if I was an outsider, I wasn't a Kenyan, is I'd just like to try everything local in the country. In this video, we're just going to talk about alcoholic drinks that are very popular in Kenya. This is 2023 right now. So, I just want to do a little update. I'll mention these drinks are legal and they are they are safe to drink. So bearing in mind, most African drinks or alcoholic beverages are made from some type of fruit, So let's start with the first one, which is Mnazi. You can also call it palm wine. So this is the type of drink that's made from the fermented sap of either a coconut or the palm fruit, right? And these ones are very popular, in the coastal regions of Kenya. So that's Mombasa, Kilifi, Diani, Malindi, Watamu. It's usually attached to a lot of ceremonies, these traditional ceremonies. We have marriages, so funerals. You'll find them also take that drink. The Kilifi county, which embodies Malindi, Kilifi, all those towns, even Watamu, they legalized Mnazi. That's also rolled over countrywide, especially with the coastal towns. So you may actually be seeing Mnazi in your local supermarkets or the stores. When you're in the coastal towns, just ask a local what Mnazi is. Can I go and try it? They'll show you where to get it. Don't worry. The next drink is Muratina. Yeah. So Muratina is a very popular drink, alcoholic beverage. The Kamba culture, for those people who don't know, they call it kavulu. They use the same fruit from the sausage tree, which is called the Guerrilla africana. So they use that particular fruit to make the Muratina. And that's a fruit that's usually fermented to make this drink. I did a video last year extensively just tackling this particular topic about Muratina. I even looked for a local brewer in Nyeri and we made this drink from scratch.
Unaweka kwa hiyo Muratina namna hiyo, unaweka na sukari namna hiyo. Mnaona wakati wa zamani hatukuwa na hii mashini ile tunatoa na wasugu, lakini tulikuwa tunasiaga namna hiyo.
Man, that was a brilliant experience. I'll link that video just on the description so that you can also, if you want to watch that, see how we made it. It started fermenting by the time we were done recording the whole video. If you're here, just look for either the kavulu or ask for Muratina. You'll love it. So the most interesting addition to my list was Dawa. I'm sure most of you didn't expect this to be in the list, but funny enough, it is. Dawa is actually a Kenyan national cocktail. It was invented by a guy called Sam Kivelenge, aka Mr. Dawa. So this guy used to work in Nairobi Carnival. If you've not tasted it before, it's simple. It's just lime, sugar, honey, vodka, and ice cubes, and it was served with a particular stick, that dawa stick, and you're supposed to stir it. If you're in the country, just ask for dawa. It's served in all the lodges in Kenya. Sam Kivilenge, thanks so much for making this particular drink. For us now, we can remember you, so rest in peace, man. The rest of the drinks we're going to talk about, which are just 4, are just the commercial drinks that are brewed or processed in a commercial brewery or winery. So the first one I wanted to talk about is, Leleshwa Winery or Leleshwa Wines. So Leleshwa Winery, it's located at Morindat in Naivasha. And Morindat is actually a farm. It's a big farm, and this whole big company, they sell beef, they have restaurants, and then they have this winery that's inside the big farm. Going there is actually an experience for the people who've gone there. They have very good wines, most notably just 4 very known wines. So they have a rosé, I'm not sure what grape that is. They have a Shiraz, which is a sweet Shiraz or semi-sweet. Then they have Melo Shiraz, so it's a blend actually. They also have that. And then they are flagship wine, which is a Sauvignon Blanc. So the next one, obviously you've seen this everywhere in adverts, Magical Kenya, is Tusker. Tusker still remains as our national emblem. So you should try that out. I used to take a lot of Tusker back in the days, but nowadays, man, I think there's a palate thing. So these days I usually gravitate towards the next drink that I wanted to talk about. So that's Tusker is just a lager. and it's a very crisp. You'd really like it served, obviously chilled, and yeah, I think there's really nothing to talk about unless you just go and try it out. It's a very nice beer. Then there's also Whitecap, which now I grew to love. So they call this the rich man's beer. You know, our former president, which is Kibaki, used to say this was his favorite beer. He'd take this after a golfing session. So they sold this whole narrative about it. It's a very, very nice beer. I actually feel that maybe you start out with Tusker and then you proceed to Whitecap, because it's for a mature, let's call it a mature palate. When you come here, just try those beers out. You love them, and maybe if I get an opportunity to film in the actual breweries one day, I'll also show you. Just tune in, subscribe, hit like. You know, maybe when you guys hit or like or subscribe, these guys will take me to these places. So just support the channel by subscribing, hit that like button if you're liking this content. Bila Shaka says Guerrilla. So I have tasted it. It tasted it, I think, some time back. It has like some chocolatey notes and coffee notes right there. So you kind of feel it when you're taking this drink. You know, with that moderate bitterness that you'd get with any other beer. And again, these guys are also in Naivasha at the Kadong farm. So there's a lot of good things happening in Naivasha. Those people need to teach other counties what's happening, because you guys can try that particular beer. I had bought one about 2 weeks back. So when I tasted it, I was like, I think I should add this to my list. Plus, it was rated at the top for the best beer in Kenya, apparently. It's in most of the supermarkets. Before, it was in, very, very, very specific restaurants. And, also we called it Wazungu bars. They used to only have this beer. But now, it's locally available in most places you'll actually find it. If you have any topic that you feel you want me to cover, just shoot me something in the comments, or you can head over to my website, thewinestoryfilms.com. Bye. I'll see you in the next video.